The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi wraps up his state visit to Washington today. After hosting the Indian leader at a private dinner on Wednesday, President Biden and the White House rolled out the red carpet yesterday for the head of what is sometimes called the world's largest democracy. Biden and Modi then sat down in the Oval Office where the two discussed democratic values. Modi praised the president, recalling a speech Biden gave as vice president 8 years ago, in which Biden said, quote, "Our goal is to become India's best friend." Modi said it was that commitment by Biden that inspired India to take bold and ambitious initiatives in their relationship. In a surprising moment during a joint press conference, Prime Minister Modi took two questions. Since becoming India's leader in 2014, Modi has never held a solo press conference. He was asked what steps he's willing to take to improve the rights of religious minorities in his country and uphold free speech. Modi denied any form of discrimination and said India's foundational principles are made up of the democratic values instilled in its constitution. After the press conference, Modi took to Capitol Hill, entering the chamber to loud applause. There, the prime minister spoke about the war in Ukraine and the increasing tension near the Taiwan Strait. Modi said India shares a vision of open and inclusive Indo-Pacific and called for greater ties between India and the United States. Katty Kay, a relationship that is growing stronger, a necessary relationship, but not without its complications.
Yeah, I mean, India is the darling of American investors and seemingly of American politicians at the moment. Gina Raimondo, the Commerce Secretary, was there in India recently praising Narendra Modi. He's back in Washington now, clearly getting a real red carpet rollout from the United States. And it's kind of a test of the White House's, are we with autocracy or are we with democracy at the moment? India is the world's largest democracy, but for a democracy, Narendra Modi is behaving in pretty autocratic ways back at home. And I think his comments on religious freedom, I'm not sure many Muslim Indians would agree with that. They are feeling the pressure. The BBC had its offices raided recently because Narendra Modi didn't like a documentary that we made about him. So there are kind of autocratic tendencies, but the realpolitik of this is that the United States needs India a lot at the moment. It feels that it needs India as a bulwark against China, and it wants to try and have some kind of input into India's relationship with Russia. Russia is the biggest arms supplier to India. America, obviously, with the Ukraine war going on, would like to pull India into the kind of anti-Russia coalition. India is standing up for its own interests, though. It has very strong national interests, and it will be making those clear. And the fact that you've got the Biden administration kind of saying, basically, be our friend almost at what any cost. We will not raise the issue of human rights. We will not raise the issue of democracy and religious minorities, I think is a sign of how powerful India is feeling at the moment.
Yeah, to simply to underscore Katty's point there, I mean, White House aides tell us that President Biden had slightly stronger words behind closed doors, but in public, it was a gentle nudge at most in terms of talking about democratic values, or talking about the need to respect religious freedom and religious plurality there, and journalists as well. And, you know, it doesn't seem like they got much back from Modi in terms of any sort of commitment about Russia. Right now, they're neutral, and they're still buying a lot of gas from Russia, which is helping Putin fuel his war machine. But this is a moment with India on the rise, Mika. It's the most populous country in the world now. The economy is surging, and Modi hosts the G20, all the world leaders, including President Biden, in New Delhi in September.